Hey guys, welcome to Hive45, discussion about the future impact of this week's tech and world news. I almost failed. I'm Nathan Waters.
And I'm Tristan Grace.
Welcome to Hive45.
Hey!
I almost failed.
You almost failed, but it worked.
It worked. We'll go with that.
That's good. I'm going to open up this beer now.
Oh yeah, beers. That's good.
Excellent.
Should we talk about beers we're drinking?
Sure.
Cheap beer, Miller. You American should know Miller.
Cooper's Brewery Sparkling Ale. It's rather good.
It
And
tastes
holy
bad.
shit, this is 1.7 standard drinks.
Oh.
1.7. They're like all 1.3 is like the standard. These are beasts.
Oh.
Epic.
Cool. Who should start?
I think it's your turn to start this week.
Okay.
What have you got? What's been the main things this week anyway?
Main things this week.
Well, not a lot has happened really.
Not really. Just lots of cool little things. Oh, OK Go is pretty...
Yeah,
I
that
guess
cool
that
thing
should
was
be
kind of cool. I like that.
We'll talk about that a little bit at the end. You guys can watch it if you want. Okay, the first big thing that I saw, just looking back, there's this thing called the Zeo headband, which actually, basically it's a headband that you put on when you sleep, and it monitors your like EEGs, your brainwaves. I should read it. Okay. It monitors your how long you spend in REM, so REM sleep, light sleep, and deep sleep, and basically it links up to a sort of bedside device with like a clock and everything in it, so you can actually you wake up in the morning, you press a few buttons, and you can see exactly how long you're in REM sleep.
Cool.
And how well you slept, and it links up to a web app, which is pretty nice. But the problem is it's $250, which is kind of a rip off.
Well, you can do it on your phone now, can't you? Like, Rivettas are just sitting down on the side. It does a vibration.
Just off the accelerometer.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I reckon they should just come out with a web app, not a web app, a web app and a phone app, like on Android and iPhone.
Just tethered, yeah.
Yeah, tethered with like a Bluetooth connection to a headband.
Yeah.
How good would that be? Because you could actually listen to your. Like, not listen, but you could wear it each night, go to bed, wake up in the morning and see exactly how well you're
stage
sleeping.
of recording, and like so much about. I was reading an article today about 5 ways to hack your sleep. It was great. Yeah. And I was just thinking that actually a way to quantifiably measure it and to actually sleep better. Like, I mean, if apart from just looking cool and all that, you could actually get less sleep and wake up at like the right time. Like, what's the whole thing about it? Wakes you up when you're not in deep sleep. Yeah,
because you want REM sleep's the important thing.
Yeah, and so like, you get out of it. Like, that'd be kind of cool. It would be epic.
It kind of links in a bit with this. There was a TED talk that was really cool about wireless medicine.
Oh, the medical one.
It's another thing we could have talked about today. And it's just saying that how much we're getting all these devices, like tiny little band-aid devices you can put on that measure all your different medical sort of stats, like your heart rate, your breathing, your glucose levels, your just everything. Yeah. And you can have that monitored in real time by a doctor, and you can check it. We're kind of going into a massive revolution where you just...
Yeah, well, they've always spoken about that. It was always one of Apple's big things, wasn't it? About how the iPhone like to be linked up to so much of medical applications and what it can do for that. Yeah. Right, you can monitor all of their vitals and stuff. Like a doctor doing it with monitoring all of their patients, so if anything happens, it's just right there. And screw a pager. Like, you know, in Scrubs, it's always the pager coming out. It's like, really? Guys, come on.
It's starting to quantify like stuff that's never been quantified before.
Yeah, that's it. And it's just always there, permanently recorded.
Like you normally have to go to a doctor, and only in special circumstances would you be monitored for that sort of stuff.
That's a good point. They say, oh yeah, try and sleep better. But you can actually say, look, I've recorded my sleeping patterns for the past 5 years every night. This is how I sleep. And look, I'm actively not sleeping, so give me the pills. I'm not trying to get it. I need Ambien.
The pills or the psychotherapy.
Oh yes. You just upload it to an online pharmacy with the
deep
correct...
childhood emotional trauma.
Oh yeah. Gotta love that childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna put a link to some kind of childhood trauma in your...
Just your Facebook profile, I think. I've got to watch that TED Talk one. I still haven't watched that one yet.
It's really good.
Which actually kind of leads into the next thing that I was going to speak about was... I've lost my page. No, here we go. The TED Talk about... It was just phenomenal. Like, it's a little old. It's like about a month old, so it's not specifically this week, but that's when I saw it, so sorry. I'm going to talk about it now. It's this guy who did about Bing Maps. He's Blaise Guerra. I'm not sure if that's pronounced it right. Anyway, fantastic TED Talk where he demoed Bing Maps and like augmented reality and stuff. I'm a big fan of Google. Like, you know, like Microsoft's okay and all of that, but you know, pretty much Google Maps and all of that. watching this, what Bing Maps can do is just incredible. Like, mainly from just like, the first aesthetic thing is they do it from a bird's eye perspective at like a 45-degree angle coming down, so it's not directly up and looking at the map.
Yeah.
It's at a bit so you can actually see, like, it's just much easier to see.
They've had that for a while.
They have. That's just the first bit you see there. The bit that blew me away was that you can zoom just straight in to the, like, go straight into, like, say, 3D and stuff. Like, did you see photosynth by any chance?
Yeah.
Photosynth is like where you stitch pictures together. Yeah, they use the technology of photosynth in their maps.
Shit.
But then you got a mosquito. Sorry. Listen, What did I do? No, they use photosynth in this, and then you can just zoom in and like go into full like street view and stuff. But the thing that was just phenomenal is that they had a guy with a camera, just doing stuff, and it did it live on there. So like the guy with the camera was just recording around in this marketplace, and then he logged onto the map. He went in and he saw the person live with the camera. What was happening with that marketplace right now in real time? Yeah, I know. Now, like, photosynth is just pictures, but imagine everyone with their video camera. You zoom in and say, oh, that person's got a video camera. Jump on.
Did they have, was there, like, GPS in the camera or something?
Yeah, well, it knew where it was from, yeah, it must have had GPS in it or something.
Or was it just, like, it'd take far too much processing to work out where it was based on just what it was recording?
Well, I think with photosynth now, even, you have to say roughly where you were. I'm not sure, I've never used photosynth.
That's epic. But it was dude, imagine
incredible.
Real-time maps.
Oh. God,
if they could pull that out, like you get all the tourists and all the different places taking photos, and the photos are actually updating in real time as it changes.
Like Google Street View is only like one car driving around and like just taking pictures of people's stuff. It should automatically, like every picture on Facebook, every picture on Flickr and all that, if you sign like
every
privacy
picture
and all
anywhere.
That. Yeah, it's just directly there, and it's as this guy's just showed.
From every
it doesn't just have to be pictures. It just goes to that whenever anyone's recording anything, like say a big event happens, like say it was like the big Melbourne thunderstorm that happened, like a bit before, like you can zoom in and you don't want to go to Twitter or anything to find out what's happening live, you go into the Augmented Earth, which is either like Bing Maps or Google Maps, and you zoom in and you see people with the cameras actually recording it in real time, like, that's awesome, that gets me excited, that's fucking Matrix, man. Awesome. I love it.
Extrapolate that a bit and you remove media.
Yeah.
You don't need the mainstream media anymore.
Yeah.
Or the big media, you just
Yeah, well, they're the ones that get the actual content straight out. Well, like you do a war zone or any like big earthquakes, you jump onto it, you can actually see, like, you look at all the cameras being recorded, you can jump on. There's a metric funk ton of mosquitoes out here. Man.
There he is.
Caught mosquitoes, little bastards.